What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we are going over some thoughts on the one-shot demo for Resident Evil 2 remastered, working title, definitely, but phenomenal job. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys haven't been here before, I did make a video a few months back about my thoughts, my hopes, my fears for this game. It's one of my favorite games of all time, so I was kind of scared that Capcom may tarnish it a little bit with changing some of the mechanics, but we'll get a little bit more into that later. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more news on any Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil, or Capcom coming up information, because they have said that they are willing to do some more remakes. I know that they just put out Onimusha, which was going to be phenomenal. It's like Resident Evil with ninjas. How can you not like that? It's awesome. So that comes out on the 15th. So they are looking into remaking and remastering and bringing some of these older titles to the newer generation of consoles. And I'm phenomenal to see some things out there. You know, Dino Crisis would be another great one. We definitely would love to see a Nemesis. So, definitely stick around. There's going to be some great stuff coming to the channel around these kind of games and around this Resident Evil series. So without that and further ado, we'll jump straight into the video. Thank you guys so much for joining, and let's hit it. So the demo takes place shortly after you've made it through Raccoon City. You've just entered the RPD. You are alone at this point. Claire's not with you, and you're walking into, you don't even actually know what you're walking into. You're just walking into the place that you thought you were supposed to work at as Leon. So this is awesome. The first thing you notice is that the camera angles aren't fixed. It's definitely over the shoulder. It feels really good, though. It feels a lot better than 4, I think, and that's what they were going for, was that 4 kind of feel. But I think they did it way better here. I think they had the better graphic engine. I just think that they had the better utensils and materials and just skills and knowledge to do this angle and this feel so much better right here. It's awesome. I think that it adds a different aspect to the horror. I think that you feel a little more immersed in the game than you did before with previous titles, and I think it's great. I think they did a phenomenal job. Adding in the dark rooms with the flashlight, I think, was an awesome idea as well. I think that it adds a different horror element to it. You know, being in a darker room as opposed to being able to see everything around you and it's completely lit. It's just awesome. And the flashlight, I wish that there was a way to move it around without zooming into your gun, you know, a little more. It doesn't seem to move as quickly, or to be able to like search a room with it without aiming in. So I think that would have been something that would have been a nice feature to add, but it's not the end of the world. It's still an awesome thing that they do, and I think that it adds a different, like I said, a horror element to the game. It makes things a little bit more scary. It immerses you a little bit more in the world. It's awesome. To me, I think that it was a great ad. Great job here, Capcom. You guys are doing a phenomenal thing. The mechanic, it just moves so smooth. I mean, you can just see like everything is fluent, the camera turning, it's awesome. They did a great job with the new engine. You know, would I want to see maybe a first person DLC or a first person add-on to the game? I think that would be great. I think that would be something that would be nice for them to put in, but what they did here, I'm not upset with, and I thought that I was going to be a lot more ashamed and a lot more scared to play it, but I'm so excited for this to be released. I cannot wait for it to be released on the 25th. If you haven't gotten your copy already, I do recommend you pick it up, because it is going to be a hot title for the beginning of the year, guys. Definitely for me in the running for my top pick of 2019. I know there's a lot of hot titles out there. We got Kingdom Hearts coming out a few days after this one. Anthem is a highly anticipated title. We definitely have a few different games. The Last of Us 2, once that drops, or once we get a release date for that. So we have a few games coming out throughout the year that are definitely, you know, able to beat this one out. But for me, this is just a nostalgia trip. It brings me back to my childhood, and it definitely can be a top pick for me in 2019. It just off of this 30-minute demo was phenomenal. I can't say anything bad about it, guys. If you haven't, like I said, make sure you pick up a copy of Resident Evil 2 Remake. It's going to be a good one. Another thing that was done very well, I think, is the way that the game jumps from being in gameplay mode, or actually us controlling the characters, into the cinemas and the cinematic modes. Like, they're so seamless. It feels like it just flows and the game just continues to go nonstop. Like, you're always immersed in the game. It just feels like you're there. It's so awesome and they look so great. They've completely rebuilt this for a new generation. It's awesome to see that there's still people today that maybe never even knew of this title. I have people that I talk to on a daily basis that say they've never even played the original Resident Evil 2, but they're so excited for this one just because of the trailers and the things that Capcom's been putting out. I mean, it just looks phenomenal and they're dragging in a new audience, and I think that it's great that they rebuilt this classic for this new generation of gamers out there, for them to experience what we had back then and in a new perspective, and then also give people that have played it and people like myself who've been a longtime fan of the series that nostalgia trip with some added addition, difficulty for us, because there's some puzzles that I've seen strictly in the demo that I've never seen before. There's locker codes now. There's all kinds of different things that they've added. So if you're a longtime fan of the series and you've, like myself, put hours and hours and hours into Resident Evil 2, you're still going to enjoy this one, and you're still going to have a degree of difficulty that to complete it. It's not going to be an easy just flow through like everybody else. So this is phenomenal, guys. I think they did a great job. The action and the actual fighting is phenomenal. Like, the aim is interesting. Like, you have to aim and you have to actually focus before you can shoot, or your shots aren't going to be spot on. So it's so cool. They made it so realistic. They just took it, and again, they took the times and they took what they had today, and they took an old masterpiece and made it into a new work of art, for lack of a better word. It's phenomenal. Oh, you can, and you can run away from zombies now. They don't always bite you. That was awesome. Sorry, I know this is a side note, and I'm just gonna leave it in here like this because I just seen it. But that was awesome. That was something that really, really stood out to me that I thought was cool. Is that every time you get grabbed, you're not always gonna get bit. And I know it only happened one time, but I'm sure that that's something they've added, that you can run, and if you're moving, you may be able to get away from the zombie, and you're not always gonna get injured. That's awesome. That's so cool. Like I said, guys, for a new generation, the cinematics are great. Marvin looks phenomenal. I mean, the game is just going to be good. I can't stress it enough. I'm not getting paid for this. Go buy it. Just go buy it. It's going to be worth every penny, guys. Now, the demo is a very short section of the game, guys. It's very small. It can be done very quickly. If you go for just strictly trying to beat the demo, you can do it very, very, very fast. Unlike myself, I went around, I explored a little bit, I was reading files, I was looking at things. All that will count. I believe that the actual cinematics in the demo do count towards your time frame as well. And once you hit 30 minutes, it will just kick you out of the game and end it. After there, they will give you a trailer that I will put up a reaction video to. It was phenomenal. The trailer looked really great. But you can't beat the demo like I beat the demo. It took me about 22 minutes. Again, I was reading files. I was going around and looking for things. So there's a lot that goes into the demo. There's a lot to explore and do. You can get lost, and you cannot finish it all by getting lost, because you'll find a key. Go back and open in doors that you weren't able to go into before. Things like that. So there's definitely some room for error. If you want to beat it, great. You don't have to. You don't get anything additional for beating it. I thought you were going to, but you still get to see the cinematic trailer regardless. It's the one-shot demo trailer. So have fun with it, guys. Go exploring, go running, go seeing things that you never got to see before in the game. But enjoy it, because it's coming soon for full gameplay. I'm so excited, guys. I can't express it enough. But thank you guys so much for joining. We had an awesome time playing the demo. If you were in the stream today, it was a great stream. It was a quick one, but fun nonetheless. And if you are interested in the video, or you found this interesting, definitely subscribe to the channel. Drop a like for me. It will help out a lot. And hit that bell so you can come back for more Resident Evil stuff in the future, guys. Thank you again so much. Have a wonderful day, and until next time, stay swaggy, my friends.
Invincible.